Hey Em.
Hi Peter.
Let's start with a high five.
Woo!
Welcome to Vox Singing Academy's video podcast episode number 6.
Woohoo!
And guys, again, if you like this channel, please subscribe, like us, follow us.
Ding 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 ding.
Yes.
Notification bell.
Yes, if you have any questions, please put them in the comments below and we will be sure to get back to you. If you have a question that we actually discuss and make a segment about, you will get a free singing lesson with one of our fantastic employees. So you got to subscribe, you got to be in it to win it. Super pumped up. It's the end of the year. Most people are flat. They're going, flat. I'm tired, can't wait for Christmas. I'm pumped up.
Stop it.
I'm pumped up. I'm pumped up. I am. I'm energized. I'm pumped up for Christmas. I'm pumped up for next year. And today's segment, we are going to be talking about our students.
Yes.
Yes,
Yearly
our students. Achievements. So, you know, I know that there are lots of people that I'm going to forget about, and I'm going to name a lot of my more prominent students as well too. But I'm going to start off with albums that I've been involved with and students that I've been involved with this year that have released new albums that have had record contracts.
Yes.
And I know that I'm going to miss a heap of them because I quickly just compiled this before we came down, and we don't normally compile anything. We normally fly off the cuff with these podcasts, as you know. But I've compiled a few here just off the top of my head.
Preparation!
So, new albums that have been released in 2018 that I've had a pleasure to work on. Dream on Dreamer's new album, Dead Letter Circus's new album, In Heart's Wake, The Clowns, Thornhill, Mall Rat. Check out Mall Rat. Amazing little hip hop girl from Queensland. Check her out. Absolutely amazing. Saaen to Unified. Check her out. Fantastic. Alpha Wolf are back with a vengeance.
Touring right now.
They are actually touring right now. Yes, guys, check them out. They played two Fridays ago or last Friday. Can't remember. Missed them because I had another EP launch, but they're touring right now. Alpha Wolf, check them out. It's great to see them back because they really worked really hard, had a lot of internal politics and crap go down, and they've bounced back and and I think that they're a great example is that you've got to walk the walk, and you've just got to silence the critics with high quality songs in an album. And that's what they've done. They've had a lot of things, internal things happen, negative press, and they've bounced back and they've silenced everyone. And they're back on top now. Circles, new singer, new sound. Ben's their new singer, gave him lessons many moons ago. It was actually one of our teachers, Ben Rita, released an album this year. Bellhaven, Electric Mary, Damnation's Day, Black Majesty, White Widow, just to name a few. These are some of mine that have had albums in 2018. I know that I'm going to get texts, and I know you missed my album, and I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry if I have.
Leave a comment down below with a link, and we will post it in the notes if we missed it.
Yes. Em, what about for you?
Well, for me, first of all, let's start in chronological order. My student Emily Jane just started recording her song. I helped her write 3 songs. She's now working on the 4th now, so she just dropped her first single. I'm super happy about it. She's a very determined person and will go very, very far. Russell from The Ugly Kings, they have just...
So what was Emily's song that was really good? She did it at the student concert. What was the name of it?
She sang all of them at the student concerts throughout the year.
There was one that I really liked. I forgot what the name of it was.
Maybe you like the song Focus? Gotta get that focus, gotta get that focus.
No, there was another one.
Okay, we're gonna have to think on it. Yeah. So Emily is very hands-on. I'm really happy about how she's progressing. and hopefully we will have an album ready to go by the end of the year. First album is always a child of labor, when you put a lot of your time and you're just researching things and scrap a lot of ideas. So the most important thing is never give up, guys. Never give up, never surrender.
And as well too, it's new charted ground. So try new things, try new sounds, sing in a different style. Just because you might be doing pop rock like Emily is, if you've got a song that's an R&B feel, go with that. If you've got a song that's bluesy, go with that. You listen to Gautier, and you know his songs really vary in his sound. Even going to Beyonce, let's go to Beyonce, or even Christina Aguilera. You pick up one of her albums, she's got everything from hard rock, pop, R&B, ballads, crooning. So she's got everything covered. So if you feel like doing it, do it. Try it. Just. It's like a canvas. Paint what you want. So just don't say, I'm going to just go and do this genre. Just let it flow.
Yeah, wherever you feel the music takes you. Also, what really, like on Emily's example, she's been working with a lot of her friends, and some of them had to pull up their own skills and level up a little bit to be able to help her, and are taking it very seriously now. So I'm super happy about it. Next, Russell from the Ugly Kings. Hi, Russ.
Hey, Russ.
A fantastic singer, came already with a band and starting a new band, the Dead Preachers. They have just recorded a single, I think it's 6 songs. And he texted me at something like 11 p.m. Emily, we just finished recording and it's the best that I've done. Thank you so much. I'm like, oh, baby boy.
Fantastic.
2 meters tall. Yeah, awesome. Good job. Super happy listened to this. We worked on most of the material in class as well, and I went to some of the live shows. Great job, Russ. Super proud. Look them up, the Ugly Kings, and keep your eyes peeled for the Dead Preachers.
Yes. Russ, I didn't know who Russell was, and I was at Joel's birthday from Airborne, and Russell came up to me and he goes, "Are you Peter Vox?" And I went, "Yeah." He goes, "I'm Russell." And I went, "Nice to meet you, Russell." He goes, "I'm from the Ugly Kings." I'm going, "Oh, you're Emily's student." Yeah. So yeah, it was good that he came up and said hello.
Very determined, and as usual, like all of the students have different challenges, and he's working on he's working his ass off, and he just gets things done. This is, guys, that's the main difference of people who enjoy their work and never get discouraged, is getting things done. Wrap things up. Don't just dawdle around and, oh, maybe someday, but I need to learn more. No. Learn in progress. Don't strive for perfection. Perfection is somewhere there. It's not achievable. What you can show for yourself is treat for your releases as a time step of where you are now. Work your ass off. Do the best job that you can, and let go.
Yes.
And move on.
Yes. It doesn't need to be perfect. Just do the best that you can. And like with us at Vox Singing Academy, we've always got deadlines. And if you want to think about completing stuff, spend a week with me, guys. Follow me around for a week. But yeah, it is a big thing, and I know he works really hard. And the good thing about Russell, and most people nearly all people that we deal with, very humble, beautiful, humble human being as well too.
Very sweet boy. And I say boy.
Very nice. Very nice. It was a pleasure to meet him. It was great. But 98% of the people that I meet and work with, they're a pleasure to meet. They're just sponges for information and knowledge, and want to become the best that they possibly can. So sorry. Yeah.
Let's keep rolling. So the next student that I would like to mention, actually 2 students. They are a couple and they work together on Plum's project. She's Plum Green. Look her up. This is her actual name. A delightful Kiwi girl who's gonna be working with us. She's our teacher in training now. She's already had quite a musical career. She's a definition of an indie musician, and her partner Daniel, a guitar player, and also my student who's been learning to sing. We finally got a break, and he was able to sing a typo negative song quite high in true voice. So huge props, Daniel, worked your ass off. So Plum will probably be our go-to teacher for people who want to learn absolutely independent production and independent touring, because big labels are not for everyone. Some people just don't want to do it, like myself, for example. So
Yep.
she and Daniel both organized a European tour for 3 months. And this is why they came for lessons before leaving, because they were both a little bit intimidated about their health
Yep.
and vocal health, and they just needed warm-ups. And as usual, when you just write music and you have a good setup at home, you're happy with your equipment, it's all great. But once you get on the road and have
Yep.
to do a show every day,
Yep.
and like sleeping on couches, and it becomes really taxing. So I'm really happy to report that Plum sang all of her shows very successfully. And yeah, she's another one of those very sweet, very gentle people in whom you don't expect to find so much strength and determination.
Yep.
And she's totally got it. Plum, love you to bits, girl. Daniel, you are amazing, and I wish you guys all the best with your new album, Sound Recordings, which is just out. I just
Fantastic.
listened to it, and the funny thing is they put it out also on an audio cassette. So if there are people out there who have tape players, tape decks, yeah. So this is
What do you
one of the
At our studios.
Hmm?
You have them in all our studios.
Yeah. So that's I really like their approach. They are both very DIY, and if you're interested in that approach to music, I highly recommend you go and do this.
I also think that's great
Listen to them.
about what you said about going and touring Europe as well too. You've got to be prepared. You've got to make sure that your voice is in great vocal health. I wanna bark up my own tree here. We have got it because I'm putting together the new website, and I'm going through all of my testimonials, and I've got hundreds of them. But there's a testimonial from Alex and Rusty from Electric Mary, and I think Alex says that I'm 55 dates into a 60-date European tour, and he was actually, so he was playing in a band called Dirt River Radio. That was his band, and that was opening up for Electric Mary. So he would go and sing for Dirt River Radio before the Electric Mary show, and then go and play for Electric Mary after and sing backing vocals on Electric Mary. So anyway, I just wanted to say that check out that testimonial from both Rusty and both Alex, and you got to, because these tours can be grueling. Even I'm looking at my list here. In Heart's Wake pretty much toured for 9 months of this year for the release of their new album Arc that they released at the start of the year, and they toured Australia, Europe, America, Europe, Australia.
Sounds fun.
Non-stop.
Yay.
Okay.
Okay, so the next student that I would like to mention is Emily, another Emily, and her project Saldusk, which is a blackened folk. So if you're a fan of Agalach and like black metal and acoustic music and all sorts of like witchery and mysterious like sound landscape and tribal drums and cellos, and a vocalist performing flawlessly clean vocals and scream alike, Saldusk is your thing. The album is done. They just filmed the fantastic, very horror video. Emily's super happy with it, and the album they recorded with another friend of mine, Mark Kelson from The Eternal, who's by the way teaching sound production now I think in RMIT. And he was the one who actually recommended Emily come to me. Thanks, Mark, for getting me in touch. She's a fantastic human being, and the music that she writes is absolutely unique. She's a mom of two. She gets her children to school and then comes to scream her head off with me.
Fantastic.
In the Brunswick studio too. And at one point, I think after a month or two of lessons, she went and re-recorded all of the screams on the album, as far as I recall. Maybe not all, but she was very excited. She's like, I just did it, I just went and redid it, because now I know how to do it right.
Excellent.
So we're still working on a lot of things like stability and constant ability to access the scream all the time, every single time. And since she's not just screaming but also singing in clean vocals, and she's mixing a lot of techniques, classical and hard rock and and a lot of folk. So absolutely unique singer, guys. Highly recommend. Find her on Instagram, Suldusk, Suldusk. Find her on Facebook. And look up this. The album is about to drop, and what I heard of it is, I'm just getting goosebumps. Okay, and the next student I would like to talk about is Kevin McDowell from Mild Life. This is a slightly, like I've had such a throwback to my days with Alter Forma, like with synth pop and stuff. And the music that Mild Life plays is analog synthesizers and instruments, live instruments. It all sounds very, very spacey. I would compare it to like a post-Soviet project that was in the 70s called Zodiac. And I really, really like them. So when Kevin first played me one of his pieces, I was like, oh, that's exactly what I like, but there's also singing in it, so that's awesome. And as most musicians, seriously guys, if you play an instrument and you sing as well, most of the times you have a really good pitch already, but most of the times the problem is not opening the mouth and stretching the neck, because there is an instrument in there. You have to deal with it, be it keyboard or drums or guitar. So a quick tip that is gonna help you straight away. If you're playing an instrument, if you're a keyboard player, don't set the microphone in a way that you have to stretch your neck to it over your instrument. Just pull it closer.
Yep.
Pull it closer, have it right in front of your face. It will eliminate a lot of strain. And yeah, just basic techniques as chord control. A lot of it also is not happening with a lot of musicians who play an instrument, because as I like explaining it, imagine a guitar made of meat. What sound will you get? Gotta lock it in, gotta make it nice and dense and amplifying.
just with that, if you're a guitarist, use a boom stand.
Yeah.
And if you're a piano player, sit up straight, keep it, and even when I'm doing scales and you see me on the 5-minute singing YouTube channel, my upper torso is basically straight when I'm doing it. So playing like this, guys, bring the boom stand in, let's not sort of come out like that, because you're going to get strain like that. Make sure that you're just always focusing on your breathing, breathing through your diaphragm.
Yeah.
You're going for high notes, just use your diaphragm. So that's really good.
So Kevin mentioned that even these simple tweaks, we've had very few lessons, like 5 or 6, something like that. About to see him again in January, and as far as I know, they are doing some live shows right now. And he told me that yes, his bandmates noticed that his singing is way more stable and it's easier for him to get through the set. And so this is what I want to say. Even if you feel that you are a proficient singer, if you are a good singer, evaluate yourself, step away, go to see a singing teacher near you and ask what they think you can improve. A good teacher will not try and like break you and mold you. No, they will just help you to do what you already do way more efficiently. Because this is the main fear. Like, I know when I was just starting with my own music and being a child of musicians, there was a lot of criticism and support and criticism alike. And it was very nerve-wracking for me going and finding a singing teacher and finding help. And it was my main concern that somebody will try and make me into something that I'm not. So I totally understand where people like this come from. And this is the beauty of the Vox method. we're not making anybody sound like they are not themselves. You just get to develop your own voice and figure out your own capabilities and your limits and where you can push those limits and
get the best out of your voice is our motto, basically. So we're not trying to make you into anything else, but we want to do it with good techniques. So.
Yeah. So that's it for now. That's it, everyone I can think of. If I forgot somebody, again, drop me a line or post something and we'll include it in the description. Fantastic.
All right, Em, I'm going to bring it on home here if you've got nothing else to say. I've got some. We released a lot of albums here that I've had the pleasure of working with this year, and it's been fantastic doing pre-production for all these albums. There are new albums that are coming next year. 100% Airborne are going to be releasing their 5th studio album, so look out for that. That's they're going to be going over to Brian Adams' studio in Canada to record that. So that's where they'll be recording. I think AC/DC recorded a couple of albums there as well too. Massive are going to be dropping their 3rd studio album next year as well too. Rumours are that the Butterfly Effect will be having a new album coming out next year. Also North Lane as well too. Also All Day, and also possibly Ash Grunwald. These are all rumours for next year. Those last 3 are all rumours there, but hopefully we're going to be seeing some new material from those guys, because we really would love to see new material from them, especially the Butterfly Effect. That would be absolutely amazing. That would make my year if they could release a new album, the Butterfly Effect. Vox Singing Academy. So with this year, my favourite album that I've had the pleasure of working with this year, and it's not a competition, but I just really think that the songs on this album were fantastic. It was Dream on Dreamer's 4th studio album. It Comes and Goes is the title of their 4th studio album. Absolutely fantastic album, guys. Please check out the singles, Let It In and Runaway. Amazing clips, amazing singers. Dual singers on the on that album. The reason why I think this and it was I've got my best album, and everything that I've come up here was very easily decided. There was no I'm going to think about this. They sort of had a little bit of a lull, and I think people were sort of nearly counting them out, thinking they was going to release another sort of okay album. They've just trumped it. They've just gone to the next level, different sound. Bigger voices, and really critically acclaimed, came back out. Most bands, once they get success, they sort of get a bit comfortable and just sort of plateau. They didn't. They just took it to the next level. Amazing album, and that's why that's one my favourite album. And I personally really love the album. That's really what there are lots of, as I went through 15, or there've been about 15 albums that I've had the pleasure of dealing with. I know the albums from back to front, but that definitely won it for me. My best independent album that's come out this year is Cold Words, and the album's called Outcasts, and this is by Regan Hughes. This is Regan Hughes' project. Regan Hughes is the ex-lead singer for Left for Wolves. This is his new album that's just dropped, Cold Words. It's called Outcasts. Check it out, guys. 2 huge singles offered as well, 2 amazing singles with great video clips. One is called Wake Me When I'm Dead, and the other one is called Swimming Down. I just remembered Wake Me When I'm Dead then. So guys, check it out. Absolutely fantastic. Best Vox Singing Academy up-and-coming artists would have to be Libby Steele by a long way. Done a lot of work. Worked her backside off for years and years and years. I've known Libby for a long time, Libby Steele. Entered into Triple J on Earth, won Triple J on Earth, has blown up, played the Queenscliff Music Festival with a full band, and other tours and festivals after that as well too. So check out Libby Steele. She's one to look out for in the next couple of years. Super huge voice, big, strong, soulful voice like Aretha Franklin. Also has an amazing in and out of falsetto like Adele. So just amazing talent, huge range, can sing really low, really high, pretty much in just 3 octaves. So amazing vocal talent, really great melodies as well too. My proudest moment, you've got a lot of proud moments there. I've got too many to mention, I really have. But a few that really come to mind is Jason Pullman Smith. a young kid who didn't even have his driver's license when he first came in, so I think he was 17 when he came in. Really shy, really unconfident. First lesson, didn't even give me eye contact when he first came in. Probably the sounds of things, probably has had a tough life, like we all have. Has a tough life, tough upbringing. I don't know the exact circumstances, but really grown as a musician, written a whole heap of songs, gone to school, studied, putting his EP together, band together, playing in another band, backing vocals and guitar, the lead vocal project for his own original stuff. Really grown though as a human being, confidence-wise, walks a lot prouder, more confident person now, really comfortable with his own self and his own skin, and I think I've really brought that out. I've tried to develop him as a vocalist and an artist, but also as a human being. He would have to be one of my proudest moments this year. There are lots, there's too many to mention. Prue Kingman, Callan Brown, Nathan Eccles, Marie Barnes, looking forward to Marie's EP to be released next year. So they're just some personal things for me. On a personal note, I just want to tell you my best album. So hopefully you've got a favourite album that's been released this year. You don't? My favourite album, my best album this year is by Coheed and Cambria, the Heavenly Creatures album. I thought it was fantastic. It's a fantastic pop, progressive rock album. Never failed to disappoint. Amazing vocals, amazing musicianship, hooky, catchy, love it, fantastic. Didn't disappoint me, guys. Check it out, Coheed and Cambria, the Heavenly Creatures. Biggest disappointment of the year for me was the Manic Street Preachers album. Resistance is Futile. For me, I love the Manic Street Preachers, growing up with them, love them. For me, they've always released a really amazing album that's just blown me away. Some very good albums, and then every now and then they've released a very inconsistent or a dog, and unfortunately that's what it was for me. And hopefully the next one will be better. But look, I love the Manic Street Preachers and nothing against it. Honestly, my favourite song is a Manic Street Preachers song. The Girl That Wanted to Be God is my favourite all-time song ever. Maybe played at my funeral, Emily. Actually, you'll be dying before me, so don't worry about it.
Thank you.
But that pretty much wraps it up for my achievements this year. Guys, I've had a lot of big achievements with people with record contracts, but as I've mentioned, a lot of people there haven't got record contracts, so I'm just really proud of the effort that they've put in to take their voice to the next level, and I'm proud of everyone, and I love all my students, because without them I can't do the job that I love to do. Thank you, guys. Much love. Anything else you want to wrap up with, Em?
Well, if you made me cry in class, thank you so much. You know who you are. There are a number of students who, for various reasons, brought me to tears.
Because you're proud of them.
Yes.
Is that the mother hen coming out?
Yes, that's the mommy hen. Constantly, whenever somebody just finally something happens for them, okay, not cry, don't cry.
And I'm proud that you're giving so much of yourself in your classes, Em, and that's what we expect from all of our teachers, and that's why we're the best. And that's not being egotistical. That's just stating the fact. We've got the best people working for us who just give 110% when they're in their classes. So thank you very much for doing that, Em. You're starting to tear up here. So let's maybe go to a commercial break. We don't have commercial breaks. This is a podcast. Em, thank you very much for coming in again. Much appreciated. Let's try something new. Let's do a double high five, which is a high 10. Woo! Thanks for coming in. Guys, have a fantastic 2019. You got to work hard, dedication, and we will see you shortly up on stage or performing. Much love. Bye-bye.
See ya.